I went to work at a restaurant for the first time in months after being unemployed for so long. And I forgot the basic tasks and how to perform. So I went to the restaurant and there was lots and lots of customer there, and I was so worried about my performing speed, and how I should serve to the customer, how I should talk to them, how I should talk to and make friends with the employees in there. Then there was two really cute girls in there, and I wanted to make friends with them, but at the meantime I still got to work as well. So I'm being aware of everything, and like 1 hour later I'm burned out mentally and physically. I made lots of mistakes, and some of them are pretty serious, and I could get fired anytime, and I was so afraid and nervous. But then I tried to relax myself a bit. I take a deep breath and I let it out. And for some reason, when I did that enough, I went into a state of dreamy and not being aware anymore. And all of a suddenly, I started to talk to the two girls, and they were laughing and chatting to me, and we were exchanging messages. Like those two girls, they worked there for a long time, so they happily guide me to do the task, like how to do this properly, how to do that properly to avoid mistake. And I talked to the customer, and they were laughing as well. So I feel way more relaxed, and everyone was um what do I say that word, reinforced that. And so I ended up having quite a good day, except for the first part of the day. I was being way too scared of how I look in other people's eyes. So yeah, another example is that when I go out to the street, when a strangers walk by, my body was stiff because I'm afraid that I would look stupid in their eyes, and they would judge me. And this is really unhealthy actually, because if you are being too aware of everything around you, you're likely to lose energy, and you cannot focus on the fun and cannot be in the moments that everyone else is being in. Like when everyone's are doing something that really memorable to them, but you know like years later when they gathered around to tell it, you didn't remember shit. Like you didn't remember anything at all because you were not in that moment. And I realized this the painful way, because I've been through this for like fucking 19 years, bro. I don't want to be like that anymore, bro. So yeah, bro, if you are in like some of the situation I mentioned, just fucking take a deep breath and fucking let go of everything that you care about at that moment. Because the reality is that no one is going to care anyway, because they have other things to worry about. So you are just in their mind for like 5 or 10 seconds, and then they will totally forget you and get back to whatever they were doing before. So yeah, please don't be too aware. Like being aware a little bit is good, because I watched some of the clips that there was a girl that walks into the train track, and she almost got crushed because she don't have any aware. She didn't have any aware of the surroundings of her, and that's kind of pissed me off a bit. So just keep a bit of that self awareness inside of you. But um, yeah, just go and have fun. That's all I want to say. Thank you for watching, guys. See ya.